Let's get started.
The truth that sets you free may also tear your life apart.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the find of the century.
my tablet. They don't know my tablet.
All right, 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 all right. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What is going on, people? It is your Uncle Jeff. And I'm here, niggas. What's happening? That's funny. Uncle Jeff. Brother Jeff, that beat is funky as a homeless man has been wearing chitlins and socks for 2 weeks without taking his shoes off. Okay? All right, I will take that as a compliment. Please speak on the Hebrews march. All right. Mac Mizzle, what's happening? What's happening, everybody? How's everybody doing? Did I overshoot the runway on my music? Did it stop before I could get my shit together and get lighter in hand? I still need my lighter, but welcome to Giraffe Balls. I am hoping all is well with you today. It is your Uncle Jeff. Recap. Can't white people just die already? I hate them. Well, that's harsh. That's harsh. Okay, because and I don't know if I can co-sign that because there are that would mean my my brother-in-law Matthew would have to go. I'm not down with that. And my boy Daniel Westmoreland from the United States Marines that stopped a plot of some other white boys to jump on us because he pretended he was with it and beat the shit out of all them white boys, and we didn't even see it coming because the woman that raised him found him in a ditch in Mississippi. A black woman. Literally, he has the Navin Johnson story. Found him in a ditch in Mississippi, adopted him and raised him with his black brothers. You close your eyes, you can't hear him. Yeah, I had to throw him out. I can't do that. It's too many. I'm a Marine. I had too many white dudes that will beat your racist fucking ass for that shit. That I know personally. I can tell you that. I'll tell that story. Welcome to Giraffe Balls. Oh my God. Y'all ready for tomorrow? We're going to talk about a little bit of that. A little bit of Turkey Day we're going to get down with. And then, you know the deal. Whatever y'all want to talk about, then I'm going to open it up. And we're going to let everybody in. But the first thing, isn't this beautiful? Look at this pipe. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a gorgeous pipe? That just $15. I had to have that. Certain stuff, when you get to a certain age, everything you have should speak to who you are. Everything you own, and it ain't got to scream, but it got to speak to who you are and what you about. Another prime example. And I'm going to find out who makes these. If y'all know who makes these, please tell me. I got this from the Marine Corps ball. Look at that. Shaped like a bullet, right? Looks like a bullet. Looks like a round. Goes on your key ring. It's a thumb drive, niggas. How dope is that? Let me see. What does that say? I'm gonna look it up and see if I can't find me some of these, because these are dope. Everything around you should speak to you. You know, I mean, my little teapot, my fly ass teapot. It speaks. It. That's a Jeff Brown item. Everything around you when you get to a certain age should speak of your personality, and if it doesn't, then what the fuck is you doing? Xylon up in here. Yeah, no. Y'all sit tight. I'm gonna talk to you while I look for it. But my goddamn lighters, these people that this, okay, I'm empty nester most of the time, just me and my wife, but I believe she hides my lighters in some type of vengeance or spite, because I've been tearing the damn house up. And you know, I don't have a huge house. It really isn't. I need a bigger house, to be honest. And I'm working on it. But god damn. I mean, until I can figure out how to focus my energy and make fire with my fucking thoughts. See, another cigar box. I'm gonna need lighters, and I don't know where they are. Hold on just a second. I believe they're in the other room. So I'm gonna look. So I'm gonna keep talking to y'all, because I'm still doing the show. So it's gotta be a lighter around here some fucking well. I got 71 lighters, and I can't find a single goddamn one of them, because we have a cleanup crew that comes in my house and moves my shit around and make me have to search for shit. And now I found one. Okay. That's unsightly. That's not sexy. Let's close that. That's the whole point of having the curtains. So you can hide your utility shit and get your shit right. For the damn show, and now I have one. Okay, good. Let me put my headphones back on. Okay, Splits and Mischief up in here. Oh, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Spliffs and Mischief channel. Make your way over there. I have fallen into a chamber of gods. It's some brother and Spliffs. I'm gonna tell you, I think they having the show today, Stacked After Dark, and they have a after show. I think they're doing it. I hope they are, because I want you and Fire and them. Y'all finna see these brothers I'm fucking with. When I tell you, if anybody gonna be meditating and throwing fire with their eyeballs in a few years when this metaphysics flips all the way out, it's these niggas I'm fucking with now. Holy mother. These are brothers that I go to and have already learned volumes from. So shout out to Power 357 Radio and No Man Mondays, which is where I met these brothers. You want to go to power357radio.com. I believe that's right. If that's right, let me know. And on cue and in fine fashion, young Jedi Kells is in here with his sword out already and on fire, just like I like him. And he on point. He on goddamn point. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to it. Yeah, splits in the chat. Splits in the chat, bro. I'm trying to tell you. It's not many people that crack my brain open and have me sitting with my mouth agape. These dudes here, bruh. Sword's dope. What up, Dre? What up, Mel? Mac Mizzle. And a little bit later, I'm gonna bust it open. Dre say vibing already, blunt in hand. He done been up in here. Cool. Samaj was cracking. Eric Harvey. Ram Richard want me to speak on the Hebrews marching. I sure will. Now, if this is your first time, okay, I see my P2Bs. I want you to put a P2B1 in the chat. Today's strain is mullein. I'm rocking straight mullein for a minute. Just MULLEIN, the lung healer and cleanser. All right? Let's smoke. Whoops. Let's open our lighters. Ooh, no. There was some weed left in this one. Oh, that's lovely. Did anybody see Finding Nemo? Remember when the blood went in the shark nose? Oh, yeah. So I'll smoke some of that, and I'll smoke some of this. That's another dope one. All my pipes got to be dope. And you ain't got to spend an arm and a leg for dope shit. You just got to be on the lookout for it. You just got to be on the lookout for it. I was on a panel on Kwame's channel chopping it up, and I'm smoking mullein with spliffs. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah. To the Jedis in the chat. We gonna push out into the water in a minute. Y'all know I like to get nice and acclimated in here in Giraffe Balls. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. Matter of fact, we're going to go around the world with it. No, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do this. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now, it's that time of year. You'll hear that all day around here. It's bananas right now as the world comes unglued. Praise the Creator. Where I live is rapidly being gentrified. So it's not as bananas as some other areas, but it's a banana or two around this motherfucker. Now, don't let me bullshit and make y'all think I'm living in Bel Air, nigga. I'm just not worried about people breaking in my shit yet. But I'm already ready. Or you come your ass on in here if you want to. I got a little something for you. You bring your ass in here. I give you, in the words of D.L. Hughley, I give you all you want. Oh, that mullein is good. Y'all got to smoke mullein, people. So good for you. Well, today, oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, my ace boom, Zoe Williams is in here. What's happening, Zoe? I'm going to put the thing up in a little while. I'm going to talk about voting and such. And then we'll go everywhere. Whatever questions y'all want to. For a while, I'm not going to be in keeping with the term giraffe balls purely because I'm cycling off of weed for a little while. And purely smoking mullein. It's a lung healer, lung cleanser. Just a fucking lung gangster. You go in there and it don't just alleviate shit. It whoops bad shit's ass inside you. So I'm looking to do that with everything. Everything I ingest, I have to know is the best. And fuck the rest. And goddamn it, say it with your chest. I'm gonna make a song out of that. And it's gonna be on the Old Heads album that I'm gonna go over to Zoe house with my hammerless 38. I'm gonna make his ass get in the car, make his ass go down to the goddamn studio, that dumb shit he be doing. Zoe's a fucking idiot. Anyway, oh yeah, Spliffs. Was watching Zoe on Hip Hop Uncensored. Great interview. Zoe, if you still in here, man, please, pretty please with sugar on top, stick around or pop in and out. I have got to get you two together. Zoe, you two? Jesus. I don't know. Man, if you get Spliffs and this crew of niggas I didn't run into, Zoe, with the cats that you run with in one room, we may burst into bright light and fucking disappear. That's how dope it is. It's fucking dope. These cats is dope. These is, I don't talk like that normally. These is, they're Zoe. Their swords are as sharp as ours. Fire, Spliffs, help me out, Spliffs. Bruh Pete, Jada Pope. Hey, trying to bring Jada Pope's close. Jada Pope's close. Got to bring him along on some other shit, though. But he done bust my brain open on some dope shit, bro. Some dope shit, some shit you probably already know, and some books Zoe been trying to get me to read. Okay. I just like my wisdom raw. It is. My wisdom is fucking raw. It's not backed up by shit. It's radioactive. My wisdom is radioactive. There's not a lot of reading in it. It's just my grandmama and them talking to me. That's real talk. Bless. Yeah. Nigga, y'all get Zoe on the show. Y'all fuck with Zoe. What up, Zen Master? Now, let's get down to what the fuck I said the show was about. Today's show is about the uproar with this voting shit. Warnock versus Walker, who you should absolutely vote for. I know exactly who you should vote for. And I am going to tell you exactly who to vote for. I'm not going to come right out the gate and say exactly who you should vote for. I can tell you this, that, oh yeah, Hawthorne James, what's up? Big Red from the 5 Heartbeats is going to be a guest on my show. We've talked about this 100 times. We just going to line it up. And you are not ready for this dude. You are not ready for Big Red. You ain't ready for Hawthorne James. You're not. You're not. Oh, you're ready for the brilliant actor. The dude that can crack you up or scare the shit out of you right where you sit. You're ready for that. You're not ready for Hawthorne James, the being. You're not. He is going to blow your fucking mind. But anyway, who should you vote for? Let's take a look at the Herschel Walker and Warnock debate. We're going to check a piece of this out. I want y'all we're gonna listen to some of it. I don't know, because this is what the runoff is about, and you already know. No, fuck this guy. This is not the guy. That is not who I was looking for. That is, I do not want you, pasty looking dude. Okay. Yeah. We can hop around in here. This is perfect. I haven't even seen it before, and it's wonderful. We're going to use this. Yeah, you guys are really going to like this. Yep. That's beautiful. We're going to stop that right there. Okay. Now, hey, Hinty. Warnock versus Walker, who you should absolutely vote for. And I think a lot of times people take it for granted that your Uncle Jeff is just out of politics entirely. Oh, they're right. Yeah, I can't operate at that level of okay, that's not what I wanted. Son of a bitch. Okay, that's kind of cool, but that's not what I wanted either. That's what I want with this. Taking across. Like that. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want with the green and the green. That's what I want. Okay. Warnock versus Walker, who you should absolutely vote for. Now, let's dig in a smidge. To find a bit more out about these people. Okay. Let's take a look at Cat Daddy.
You send me back to the Senate. You have my word. I will keep fighting.
Working to defeat him, businessman and Heisman Trophy winner, Republican Herschel Walker.
There's no doubt we have problems in this country.
Who do you trust in Washington? Every word these men say tonight matters.
Okay. Let's start there. Who do you trust tonight? Every word that these men say matters. That's what they're selling you, right? Now, I want you to hear that. Everything, remember what they just said. Every word these cats hear, these two, every word these two say. Okay, I like that. Just point it to Mike. Every word these two say is important to us. Us, I would imagine, being Americans and being from Georgia is important. They're selling you that. Selling point for these two. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then what about this dude?
American laws are not the black man's laws.
Well, the laws here in America were made by white people for the benefit of white people. The Constitution was written by whites for the benefit of whites. It was never written for the benefit of blacks. And when you read the Constitution, I think in Article 1, Section 2, or Section 1, Article 1, some one of the two, and it's in the Constitution. It says that it classifies black people as 3/5 of a man. 3/5 of a man, subhuman, less than a human being. It relegates us to the level of cattle, hogs, chickens, cows, a commodity that could be bought and sold at the will of the master. No, it was written by whites for the benefit of whites and to the detriment of blacks. And when a black man stands up talking about his constitutional rights, he's out of his mind.
Okay, now, if somebody could tell me when, where, how, Cutlass Reed, on what channel was it? Henty, who announced it? That part of the Constitution was up for ratification. When? I might have missed it, and maybe it happened. The Dred Scott decision. When was that overturned? Has it been? The fact that your right to vote is voted on. Has that been overturned? Did I miss that? Because it may have happened. You know, I smoke a lot of weed. I smoke shit out some weed. So I might have missed it. I gotta get my tea light to keep my tea warm. I might have missed it when they did this in Washington. And I see I can slip their minds giving black people the other 2/5 back. I can see. I could see Hurricane JW, how you know, with all these things going on, how very, very busy they are passing legislature for gay people and for Asians and for the handicapped and for Mexicans, how it could slip their mind for hundreds of fucking years to deal with the Dred Scott decision. I could see that. Because they are so absolutely bogged down with sending money to other countries. I can see how they could be just too snowed in to deal with the anti-lynching bill. I could see that. So, if you could tell me when they got that out of the way, and if they did eradicate all that, then I would also be willing to buy that this shit is true.
Live from Plant Riverside, word these men.
We have problems in this country.
Who do you trust in Washington? Every word these men say tonight matters. Trust in Washington. Every word these men say tonight matters. Live, Washington. Every word these men say tonight matters. You trust in Washington. Every word these men say tonight matters.
I would buy that hook, line, and sinker if you could tell me when any of that shit I said already was wiped out. You can't. So you lying in the first 36 seconds of this broadcast. You are fucking lying. Their words don't matter. I didn't think I'd catch a lie that fast. This is my first time ever looking at this. And we ain't gonna go through the whole hour because apparently it ain't necessary, since I done found a fucking bomb right out the fucking before the first minute of this bovine feces. That ain't what I want. That ain't what I want either. That is. First minute of this bovine feces, I done found some bovine feces. Let's go on further.
Live from Plant Riverside District in
I
Savannah.
don't give a fuck where you're from.
Huntsville, Georgia.
Pay it off faster.
Oh,
with the
now
low-rate
we got this shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to show you a shortcut right now that gets around. So you hear that? Somebody must be close to my house. You hear that? Now, you come in my house, you can add plow to that. Okay. I'm going to show y'all a hookup. Here what you do. I'm finna get this with no commercials because I'm going to go to the YouTube address in the address. And I'm going to put my cursor between the T and the U and put a dash in it. Press enter. And now
Visions for your future.
Joe Biden and
I get the whole thing, no commercials, full screen like you see it. Go to the YouTube, you tired of them commercials? Go to the T and put a dash in there. See what happens. Okay. And this is how we know, I need you to know that Facebook is on some bullshit. Because I didn't put this broadcast up on Facebook. I have 5,000 friends. Guess how many people watching me on Facebook? Not one. Now, I put some pictures up of me and my wife at the Marine Corps ball. Hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. It's bullshit. As long as you know where it all is. Now, let me get past this. Try to get to where I think we not dealing with no dumb shit. Well, it's dumb shit all through, but all of the making a show part. Oh, we're gonna make it dramatic. Yeah, I could do that.
Tina Taya Shaw, anchor at WSAV here in Savannah, and Buck Lanford, anchor at Fox 5 in Atlanta, will moderate tonight's debate. We are joined by a live studio audience. They have agreed to hold their cheers and applause until the end of tonight's debate.
Okay, we'll see.
We also welcome our viewers across the country watching on News Nation.
Okay, we don't.
And voters here in.
They even put me in.
Okay, here we go.
This bell. Each candidate will also have 60 seconds.
Determined who will go first.
For those of you
that they've raised patients.
Okay, let's hear this. Let's hear this shit. An opening statement.
Jesus Christ.
60 seconds.
First, I'd like to acknowledge my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm one of 7 kids, born and raised in Wrightsville, Georgia. My parents taught me about faith, family, education, and the love of country.
Now, let's stop there. Straight up. Nigga, the aliens are here. They're here. They are admittedly here. They are on the fucking news. We still with this shit? Black people, are you still with this shit? Black man, Christian, reader. Pick 2. You cannot possibly uncompromise all 3. You got to compromise one of them. If you're a black man and a Christian, you're going to have to compromise reading. Your reading got to be compromised. There's certain shit I cannot read. There's certain information I cannot expose myself to. There are certain ideas that I must keep myself away from. If I can call myself a black man and a Christian. If I'm a black man and a reader, I got to compromise that Christianity shit because I realize that it is constructed of a bunch of stolen shit for what is trying to take hold, global control. Once I understand that, being a male, this is why I don't respect. Here's the only dudes I respect. Oh, I'm gonna eat that shit up, Mac Nizzle. You wait till I get there. I guarantee you ain't looking at it like I'm looking at it. I guarantee. Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my star pupils, Bruce House, Young Jedi, is in here. And then here comes Zen Master. This is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start popping my collar on my own goddamn room. There's some bad motherfuckers showing up in here. Wreak havoc. At the end of the day, this is white people's fault. I'm gonna deal with that shit. The only people I respect that go to church, the men, the males, that I have to respect are the pastors, the deacons, and the band. Because those, excuse me, those are the only groups of people making money. Okay, the band making money. Pastor making a lion's share of the bread. Deacons are doing security. They doing the maintenance. They doing the shit around the church to actually keep you numbskulls coming back. So they making money. If you a grown-ass man sitting your grown ass in a black church that puts its money in a white bank on Monday, if you are sitting there under that shit, I have no sympathy or respect for you. Women, I understand. I don't necessarily respect it because you sisters are cosmically connected to the moon. So I don't respect it, but I understand it. It's emotional. It allows you not to be accountable. It allows you to have an imaginary man in your life that don't want no pussy. Why not? Win for you. You get to jump around and shout and cry and scream. You love that shit. You get to cheer. I think your best friend is a pastor. I can't remember. Oh, no. I think you're talking about one of my very, very good friends, Mr. B.J. King, who I have profound respect for. If I was going to go to a church, if I were to subscribe to religion, I could go to BJ's church. You know why? Because BJ got a story. Shit really happened to this dude. This dude was really delivered from the mouth of the beast. And he's one of the smartest cats I know. And breaks down his story on a level. That's different. I already said I respect them. They're getting bread. I already said that's. I don't back off of that. Yeah, we're gonna cover that too. Now, right out of that, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, talk like runaway slave. Right out there, right there, right there. I know who you belong to before you say another word.
They also taught me about a good work ethic. And because of that, I found the America's dream. But this race ain't about me. It's about what Raphael Warnock and Joe Biden had done to you and your family.
Did he say the America's dream? The America's dream? Herschel Walker is a proud graduate of the Irvin Magic Johnson Diction School Did he just say the America's dream? He did.
Tonight, he's going to try to sweet talk you that he's doing a good job, but his record speaks for itself. I'm here to tell you that they've raised your taxes, gave you high inflation. They even put men in women's sports. And I want to let you know that Raphael Warnock, we give him 6 more years, think what he's going to do. So I'm here to fix it.
Okay. I need you. Okay. Again, Zen Master. We have something called the Giraffe Balls Pull of the Day. And there's a fucking dead heat out the gate with Jedis just fighting for, don't get ahead of me, Hurricane, fighting for Pull of the Day. Herschel is a slow public lynching of all of us. Followed only by order, because I don't know which one it is. This is a CTE demon in a fucking suit put in by Wreak Havoc. I can't let that fly, Ram. You better listen to Mike. God damn it. You better listen to Mike. Mike be on some deep, dope shit, bro. Mike had me in here in tears. You better, I don't think you better give Mike another listen. Here's my point about that script. That is the end product of hours and hours and hours of tutoring and practice. Those are the things that Herschel Walker exceeds in. Being programmed and practicing what he's been programmed to do. That is what made him such an incredible football player. Now, we're going to get around the fact that 100% of the brains ever cut open that played professional sports had CTE in them. They didn't get around that. Here's what we can't get around. This motherfucker's stupid already. Okay? This motherfucker here is stupid already. We ain't got to wait till they crack his head open. We already know there's butterflies and Easter grass in there. So why then do you think that he has been chosen for this? Why has he been chosen? If this dude is so fucked up in the head, is so damaged. I mean, there's no other way to am I missing something? This dude, yeah, he should check the seal around his microwave to make sure that some shit ain't leaking. Keep them sleep. We can talk about that. I'm actually looking for something that was said, but I can't find it. Fuck it. I must not supposed to speak on it. This cat was put there as an empty fucking jar in a hopes to catch the votes, not of you niggas. Herschel Walker was not put here to get black votes. Herschel Walker was put here to get white votes because white folks see the empty jar. How the fuck are you going to expect this dude to read a brief? Herschel, can you read a brief? Do you know a brief from a contract? Do you know a brief and a contract from a summary? Hell no, he don't. How easy is it going to be to put whatever the fuck we want in this jar? White people, run, not walk to the polls and vote for this dude. See past your racism into his ignorance. It's why they put him here. He wasn't put here to make you vote. Because you, if you can vote, if you have a driver's license, the one time I had to agree with Candace Owens, what the fuck? Get a driver's license if for no other reason so you can vote. If you have a driver's license and you graduated high school and you bout some shit in your life, this coon is a disgrace. He was not put there for you to vote for. Wherever he goes, heinous white supremacy will follow. That is my prediction. If Herschel Walker wins, you better leave that state. You better leave that. Buckle up. Now, I'm going to need you to qualify. That's not true. Kels, give me some more words, man. You know I ain't going here. Let's listen to some more of this dumb shit.
Mr. Walker, thank you. Senator Warnock, we turn now to you for your opening statement. You have 60 seconds.
Well, thank you so very much. And hello, Georgia. It's so wonderful to be back here in my hometown. Now, I know that we're in a debate tonight, but really I come with a deep heart filled with gratitude, probably because I grew up about a mile from here in the Caton Homes housing projects. I'm one of 12 children in my family. Clearly, my preacher parents read the Bible, be fruitful and multiply. When I think about the arc of my life, the short distance and the long distance from there to here, I know that only in America is my story possible. My family taught me the importance of hard work and how to build the beloved community that Dr. King used to talk about, and I brought that spirit to the Senate. At the end of the day, this race is about who's ready to represent.
Whoa,
Georgia
whoa,
in US
hippity
Senate.
hop mob,
I think
stop.
our choice is
Hippity
clear.
hop mob, fucking stop. Okay? You brought Dr. King's spirit. You brought Dr. King's spirit. I was going to let you do some more lying and put another thing in, but I didn't hear that Dr. King shit. Now, when you said that shit, that sent me to okay. Okay. Got a question for you, Cat Daddy. Since you took Dr. King's spirit, I take issue with people. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I take issue with people who take Dr. King's name in vain. And if my man can't answer the following questions I got for him, then that is what he is guilty of. If he cannot answer the following,
I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has at many points turned into a nightmare. Now, I'm not one to lose hope. I keep on hoping. I still have faith in the future. But I've had to analyze many things over the last few years, and I would say over the last few months. I've gone through a lot of soul-searching and agonizing moments. And I've come to see that we have many more difficult days ahead, and some of the old optimism was a little superficial, and now it must be tempered with a solid realism. And I think the realistic fact is that we still have a long, long way to go, and that we are involved in a war on Asian soil, which, if not checked and stopped, can poison the very soul of our nation. I'm not going to say that all of our problems will be solved if the war in Vietnam is ended, but I do say that the war makes it infinitely more difficult to deal with these problems.
Yeah, we'll stop there. We'll stop there. Okay. I take particular issue with people running their mouth on Dr. King. Dr. King is very clear about his dream turning into a nightmare. And we're going to talk about my little dream at the end of this. Because I got one. I'm allowed one, assholes. I'm allowed a dream, goddammit. Okay. It's not as dope as Dr. King's. It's pretty dope. Okay. I got a soft spot for Dr. King. I got you gonna run your mouth. Let's talk about it for a minute. Is he willing to address the nightmare that Dr. King discussed? Is he willing to discuss why Dr. King's dream turned into a nightmare? Is he willing to, in the spirit of Dr. King, take up Dr. King's fights? Like this one.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further their expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. And this is what we are faced with. And this is a reality. Now, when we come to Washington in this campaign, we are coming to get our check.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was why Dr. King was assassinated. Now, a combined 1,100 views, 781 views on another, less than 2,000 views of we coming to get our check. 140,000 views of the other militant, Dr. King. 1 million views of I Have a Dream. 18 million views of I Have a Dream. This is the piloting of social media. Yeah, Binky, you ain't never seen that. Wow, mama. We right on the same page. Analytic. Spliff, you got to come up in here, man. If you hang out, you got to come up in here. Zoe, if you still in here. Oh, my God. Yes, Spliff can speak directly to that. Binky, mama. No, you ain't never seen that. But you've heard I Have a Dream. You ain't never heard about the nightmare, and you ain't never heard about the militant part. And those are the parts that I am going to guess that Senator Warnock will not fucking touch. He's not going to touch that. And this becomes my issue with cats like this. Cats that literally, in my opinion, use Dr. King's name in vain. Let's see if he does some more.
And I look forward to having that discussion tonight.
Thank you, Senator Warnock. Gentlemen, we have a lot to get to this hour. So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters.
Our next star, Emerson College The Hill poll shows the economy, threats to democracy, and abortion access are the top three issues. We're going to begin tonight with the economy. Everyday Georgians are struggling. The struggles are the top. The Hill poll.
Most important issues facing Georgia voters. So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters. So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters. So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters.
All right. With her fine ass. Ooh wee. That sister was fine. What ooh wee girl, what your name is? Where's she at? Where you at, girl? Where's this soul sister? Beautiful soul sister. Oh, we gonna find, there we go. We gonna find a picture of you, mama. Yes, if I keep clicking, all right, there we go. God damn it. There we go. That's a good looking sister right there. And out her fine mouth, she had the nerve to say,
this hour. So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters. So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters.
the most important issues facing Georgia voters is some shit that's not reparations, some shit that's not the Dred Scott decision, some shit that's not the 3/5 compromise, some shit that's not the fact that my right to vote is voted on every 25 years. No, those aren't the most important issues. Not the education in black schools. Not reparations. You got 2 black people here, 3 who are in agreement as they move forward with what I am going to guess is what I'm going to guess is no problem. 3 people, black, who have no problem with the following.
So we will start tonight with the most important issues facing Georgia voters.
Our next star, Emerson College The Hill poll shows the economy, threats to democracy, and abortion access are the top 3 issues. We're going to begin tonight with the economy. Everyday Georgians are struggling. They're struggling to pay for food, gas, child care, housing. This week, the inflation rate continues to rise. Mr. Walker, we're going to start with you.
Now, he didn't go, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a second. I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry, what? Those are the 3? That wasn't the 3 I was going to talk about. That's not what he said. He's going to get into this debate with a black man standing next to him and a black woman mediating that the 3 most important issues with regard to Georgia have nothing to do with black people specifically and first. What in the sweet fuck? We aren't even into the debate. You know what? Fuck the rest of the debate. Well, no. I can't say that. I gotta hear some. We're gonna hear a little bit
critical,
of this.
blaming President Biden and the Democrats for inflation and for the economy. If elected, what is one idea that you would champion to reduce inflation? We ask you to be specific. You have 60 seconds.
Well, first of all, you have to blame this administration and Senator Warnock because within 2 years, this inflation has gotten worse. They cut our energy independence. They also raised taxes. And at the same time, they reckless spending all our money. So he would sit here tonight and say that he's doing a good job for us. And you ask me, what is one job I would do to help the inflation? First of all, we got to become independent, energy independent again. And the reason why, we're going to our enemies to ask for gas and oil. And that puts us not just in an inflation problem, but it puts us in a national security problem. And I think that's something that I think Senator Warnock need to realize. And he mentioned that he grew up here in Savannah with 12 siblings, Well, in this area, most people live paycheck to paycheck. And we have inflation the way he's brought inflation on. How in the world can you buy grocery or gas for your family?
A follow-up question to that, Mr. Walker. Most economists say cutting government spending is the first step in economic recovery. I would want to ask you, would you consider cutting military?
I'm not sure you heard this, Daryl. But he purposely ate up most of them 60 seconds with talking about other dude because he has no fucking idea how to implement any of what he has discussed. That is as specific as he can be. Because he's too fucking stupid to accurately repeat a lie. I say again, he is too fucking stupid to accurately repeat a lie. Unlike other cats, Obama, very articulate, bust them lies in your face like, nigga, what? You went to Harvard. So, we're going to take this one question because I don't have the time to break this hour down. And let's see what the other dudes say.
40 years. You've supported nearly every piece of legislation that this administration has pushed through Congress. Do you take any responsibility for the financial hardships currently that Georgians are facing? And you have 60 seconds.
There's no question that people are feeling pain at the grocery store, at the pump, at pharmacy counters. And while we are paying record prices, a lot of our corporate actors are seeing record profits in the oil and gas industry and the pharmaceutical industry, which is why I've stood up for ordinary, hardworking Georgia families time and time again. I passed the single largest tax cut, contrary to what my opponent is suggesting, for middle and working class families in American history. And we passed the Inflation Reduction Act, which had two of my provisions. One, caps the cost of prescription drugs for seniors, so they don't have to choose between buying medicine and buying groceries. And one caps the cost of insulin. He said he would not have voted for the Inflation Reduction Act, and I think he should tell the people of Georgia why he thinks they should have expensive insulin and why the pharmaceutical companies should be able to charge us whatever they like.
Now, there's the difference. Do you see the difference, guys? The polish. Did you just see this nigga put the Heisman on answering that question? He just sidelined that question like it wasn't even there. I don't need any more from you, bruh. I need nothing more from you. Both of you Jasper-ass Shade Treehouse goons are dismissed from the show. I got it from here. He told that man to be specific as to whether he takes any responsibility for the pain and suffering of Georgia residents. And he answered 6 other questions and called into question the idiot to his left. Here is who you vote for. Said it before, I say it again. You vote for the candidate who leads with black people's issues first. Not poor people. Not gay people. Not Asian people. Not Latin people. Not Indian people. Not handicapped people. Black people. The niggas on 60th and Damon. The niggas on Pulaski and Flournoy. The niggas on 76 and Budlong. The niggas off of Imperial. The niggas off of Degnan. The niggas in New York, Atlanta. Niggas off of Peachtree. Everybody off of Peachtree. They named all them streets Peachtree to confuse slaves so they wouldn't know where to gather. That's who you vote for. You vote for the politician that does not skip questions. That answers questions directly, even if they hurt. That's who you vote for. But don't vote yet because you're just throwing him over into a pool of fucking piranhas. Unless and until money doesn't matter, we are not going to be able to start politics over. You are looking for a clean fish in a dirty bowl. There are no clean fish in a dirty bowl. That's who you vote for. There is no the lesser of two evils here. The lesser of two evils is still fucking evil. There's no lesser of two evils that makes sense. One is a slick ass politician and the other's a fucking idiot. All you are doing whenever you vote is letting people know who it is you will take the bullshit from. Whoever it is that you find most popular buys them time for him to become less popular because of the bullshit that they have implemented through him or her. Now, you want to come in? There it is. There's the doohickey. Come on in here. Let's talk about it. I don't trust Raphael Warnock, and Herschel Walker. Jesus, are you fucking serious? Nothing could be worse for you. Yeah. Warnock is bad. Walker's worse. Walker's worse. And I don't know which is worse. He who thinks this, or you suggesting we become single issue voters. No, I'm suggesting that you leave voting the fuck alone. I'm suggesting that if you don't know 9 men like you, that live around you, that think like you, that are ready to mobilize, that have some type of skill, somebody that worked for the city, know how to get through the city, can get from where you at to downtown through the sewer. I'm saying if there are underprivileged sisters or handicapped sisters or brothers and sisters who are sick and ill and they can't get out and shop, I'm saying you need to get pickup trucks together and go over to white neighborhoods, fill them pickup trucks with their shit, with the dope man's money, and bring it back and feed your community. That's what I'm saying you do. There's an idea. Nobody voted in. Get together in your community. Hey, man, I see you got a truck. If I can get somebody to put some gas in it, will you go with me over to where the rich folks live and do a gang of shopping? We gonna go hit the dope man up for some bread. Hey, man, we don't want no bread. We don't want nothing for us. Wow, that's a great idea. Ooh, it's giving me goosebumps. Hey, who's the dope man around here? Who runs shit? Hey, Doc, just real quick, I just need a little bit of your time. I'm not trying to... Some cats got trucks. I want to fill these trucks with groceries from the good neighborhood and bring them over here and start passing them out to black people that need it. Can we do that? Can you do that without making me mule drugs? I don't want to take no poison nowhere, bruh. I don't want to wind up framed on no shit, bruh, because I'm coming to you with love. I'm coming to you for real, because I know you got a little expendable cash and I don't have any. I don't want none. At the end of this, I don't want a nickel. I'll give you the receipt. I'm going over here to really good food stores and buying fresh fruits and vegetables to bring back to give to the people in my community. Can you help me out? I want to put some gas in a few people's trucks and we gonna roll like that. Cool? Real talk, that's all I'm doing. That beats the fuck out of voting. You want to beat voting, that's how you do it. And other ideas like that. Those are the ideas. That's the way. thinking in any way, sit tight, young Jedi, thinking that any other way is going to work for you is a bunch of bullshit. It's not. You are not going to vote your way out of this. You are not going to relocate your way out of this. You are not going to educate your way out of this. You're not going to mediate your way out of this. The only way out of this, black people, is to love your way out of this. And to that, I bring in, ladies and gentlemen, the Hellraiser. My man Bruce. What's happening, bro? What say you?
What's popping with you, huh? Yeah, y'all talking about that wishing and all that good stuff that the black folks be doing?
Come on now.
Man, good luck with all of that. You feel me? That's like wishing the bitch that you met had more than 3 fake things on it gonna make you happy, or you can make her happy. You feel me? Like, good luck with all of that good shit.
All that.
I don't know nothing about none of that. I just know we need to get together and get their bags together. Then we ain't got to vote for nothing. We can put them up in position. That's the point. All of this wishing that one vote count and all of that. Like, man, if you've talked to the average motherfucker that was voting, especially when that Kamala stuff was going on, like the black women that put her in, all of them need to be thrown away.
Oh, bruh, I'm gonna tell you where to look. Go back through your social media 2 years to the Pearls and Chucks crew. And anybody who had on Pearls and Chucks that has nothing to say now cannot be trusted.
What was Pearls and Chucks?
Oh, bruh, I almost don't want to waste it for you. They had this campaign to get black women behind Kamala Harris. And it was genius. They chose fashion because sisters wasn't really feeling her. They had them in celebration of either her nomination or her winning, wearing pearls and Chuck Taylors. The Pearls and Chucks crew. Bruh. First, search Pearls and Chucks on YouTube, anywhere. Then, back your social media up to people you know and check out the Pearls and Chucks crew.
Yeah, it's going to be like 3 of them. I don't associate myself with people that get down like that too much. So I don't. But yeah, I just talk to them. You feel me? I've been going out and being real good for the next nigga. You feel me? Just been introducing shit to that ain't got nothing to do with giving females options. You feel me? Like when you walk up to a table and they be like, "So which one you want to talk to?" And I'll be like, "None of y'all." Like, I talk to all of y'all at the same time. You ain't gonna make me pick. One of y'all might got some good. You know this, and I might have some good that. They just look, be like, what? So I'm not picking none. I'm getting everybody number or I'm leaving. That's how this works. And they just... How
about that? Because now you're supposed to be picked. You're supposed to be picked. Not the angel. Okay. Now that's another thing. Now let's get to what Binky Bianca said. Serious question. Is this a bash black women for everything discussion or educate black people discussion? Now,
I can do both. How you want to do it?
There you go. Exactly. Like they're somehow mutually exclusive. But yes, no. I'll tell you exactly what this is, Binky. And if you sit around and wait for it, you're about to get your mind blown here. Let's break this down. Serious question. Is this a bash black women for everything? Sit tight, True. Is this a bash black women for everything discussion? Binky, I can go back to your first comment, which was at 12:55. Now, since 12:55, You have seen Herschel Walker get kicked in the fucking face. You have seen Warnock get kicked in the fucking face. You have seen the sister get kicked in the fucking face. So for you to ask, is it for everything? Points to the kind of word grenades that sisters like to throw in their own heads.
I think she owe me,
Well, yeah, sit tight. For everything. For everything? Blame black women for everything? Did I say that black women, specifically as politicians, should not use Dr. King's name in vain? I don't think I did. I think I accused a black man of that. When I said that there was a jar going to Washington that was empty, and that it was going to be filled with whatever poison, I believe that was Herschel Walker, who was a man. So that question cannot be serious. That's not a serious question to start. Number two, never use everything. You're wrong. Do not speak in those generalities that blow shit up in your head. That's female hyperbola energy. That's female hyperbolic energy. We don't do nothing. We don't go nowhere. We always do everything to make shit huge in your head and hope that it gets huge out here. But you're dealing with creatures of logic, and it makes it too easy to go, we don't go nowhere. We just got back from blankety blank. You didn't like it, but we went there. And that's the truth. You blame me for everything. No, I don't blame you for everything because you didn't do everything. You did this thing I'm talking about. Now, speak more specifically to men. We don't go out enough to suit me. I would like more time with you, baby. I know you busy, and I will do whatever I can with our schedules. I will fucking take these kids to the garage floor so we can go somewhere, but I want to spend more time with you is a lot more fucking effective than we don't do nothing. And this has been an opportunity to educate black people. So yes, this is an educate black people discussion. That is not how we speak. If you have an axe to grind with Bruce, who did not bring up the Pearls and Chuck's crew, he knew nothing about it. I brought it up. Me. I brought it to him. He made a comment. He made a comment that a 30-something-year-old black man is supposed to. God damn it. I am the prize. You are playing musical chairs, 16 around around one chair that I am sitting in, and the best one of you gets to sit in my fucking lap for a while. That's where it is right now. That's what it is. Now, what you should focus on, black single women, is being the one worthy to sit in the lap. What's going on, True?
Man, just trying to digest this conversation.
Yes, sir. So what are your thoughts with regard to voting?
I think we've been played for several decades. We haven't paid attention to how these other groups of people are getting stuff done.
Go with it. Go run.
We keep thinking the propaganda and all the pandering to go out and vote is going to do something, but hell, we're not using that to vote for our own folks who are actually going to do what we need them to do. We're steady cheerleading for most of these white folks or other black folks who are just doing these white folks bidding.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stop you there. Dope look, by the way, with the shades and the hoodie. You look like the Unabomber if he was fly. I'm gonna challenge that, brother. True.
Okay.
Remember, I said with regard to voting, here's who you vote for. People who lead with black issues specifically out the gate and never double talk. If you could tell me a candidate that has run like that yet, that is who I would vote for. And I saw a white one time. I can't think of this lady's name. She was running for president. She was way down. But yes.
I haven't seen none in my lifetime so far.
Okay, well then that kind of negates what you just said about us not voting for people who can do something for us. And I'm not indicting your energy. I got to indict your logic a little, brother, because this system you're discussing, sit tight, Spliffs. Oh shit, it's about to get deep in here, bruh. Sit tight, Spliffs. I'm gonna set you up. This it's not. I understand your energy, but it's the system. You're this thing that you are putting your perfect candidate over in makes him food for the piranhas, bro. So
most of this shit wasn't written by us anyway.
Exactly. So that means until you hear who I know, till you hear who I was talking about in the way I was talking, in a system that is different than this one. Let me get rid of this weed that is sitting on Brother Bruce's head. Until we are discussing the way I'm discussing a candidate, period, then we're not discussing much in the voter arena. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to the room right now, cat I met on No Man Mondays a couple of weeks back. Y'all got to check that shit out. Y'all got to. It's so dope. Dope metaphysical brother. Really dropped some science, and I'm hoping he gonna drop some today. Y'all welcome Spliffs on here. What's going on, Spliffs?
What's up, brother Jeff? How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, man. Drop some science, because you had dropped something on analytics about Dr. King and how I Have a Dream. We have not. While we've seen a million of those. There's a million hits on those, but the militant MLK speech, less than 2,000. Drop some on that. Drop some on voting. Do you think?
Right. That's the point. I like how you did that, because and then the sister, she responded where she never seen that before, and it's designed that way. You know, real information is something that we're gonna have to obtain on our own. But I was motivated to call in, right? Because when the brother came up, he was talking about get to the bag, right? And I hear that a lot, right? And I think it's a misconception on what the bag is, right? And it ties into the politics, right? So there's I don't know if you ever heard of the 8 capitals, right? Some people say 7, some people say 8, some people say 9, right? A lot of people, they get fixated on money, right? But money or financial is only one form of capital, right? You got intellectual capital, that's the foundation, you know. You got financial, you got natural, you got cultural capital, you got built capital, you got political capital, you got individual capital, and you got social capital. I was really digging with how you were saying how brothers and sisters really need to get in their networks and be networked and linked up with people that have knowledge that's useful for when the breakdown comes, you know.
How about it, bro?
That's real. Now going back to that bag, right? That bag is only a small part. All of those capitals are symbiotic, you know. That bag is only financial. So what happens is if you don't have the social capital and you get the financial capital, they isolate you like they do with the NBA players and the NFL players, and you waste opportunity. You get what I'm saying? All of these capitals are necessary to maintain generational wealth. Generational wealth is not just based on money. You know, it's based on all of those things. And you see one of those capitals is political capital. In the United States, black folks, we play that political game like checkers, and it's multi-dimensional chess. You know, we come into it, and that's how they play us. They play us super. Everything that they gear toward us is on an emotional checkers like level. You know, when this thing is really a multi-dimensional chess level, we need to be. I mean, before we even dealing with anything on national level, we need to be involved in what's going on in our municipal levels, because that's where our land is. That's where our homes are. That's where the tax base is. You know, we need to be working on all of those levels. And then if we working on those levels, we really understand what's going on a national scene. But they like to play us on an emotional level because we don't really know what's going on. And going back to how you dropped them analytics on where you went and showed in social media on how the views tell it all, man. The analytics tell it all. Like what are people watching? What are they, you know, what are they digging? What are they knowing? Now's the time before the shit breaks down for you to go out here and really, really start getting a grip on that alternative knowledge, or the knowledge that you never had. But what we like to do is we like to get stuck up in the gossip. You know what I'm saying? The celebrity flow. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And
sure.
You know, I just wanted to you know really bring that into play. The bag is important, but the bag is a small element when you're talking about capital and the things that we need to make moves, you know what I'm saying, on a scale. You can get that money, but you're gonna lose it all if you don't have those other capitals, if you don't have built capital, if you don't have cultural capital. That's something we lack. We lack cultural capital.
Absolutely.
You know?
Now let's discuss that and explore that for a minute. The concept of cultural capital. Bruh. Shit. That's a lot of meat on that bone. He who thinks says the only reason we wouldn't need to vote right now is if we were circulating our dollars multiple times in our own communities. Until then, we need to trade votes for opportunities for our people. Now, thinks, bruh, if you got the time, if you got the space, please come in here, because I would love to discuss that. Now I'm gonna get into that as a topic in a couple minutes, but I want the fellas to starting with you, Bruce, pontificate at length on what is on your mind when you hear the words cultural capital. Go.
As far as the people go, we culturally impoverished in poverty. So like that's out for at least another 50 years before we get that together. We still got people that know.
Oh, young Jedi, you just pulled some fucking thunder out of the sky. Okay.
Magneto with Thor's hammer.
Nigga, I don't think you know. Hold on now. Number one, I wholeheartedly agree. I don't know if I can put my thumb on 50 years, but you goddamn right about not now. What do you, when you say that 50 years, I need you to break down what you see as cultural capital and why we don't have any, and right there, that's excellent.
Well,
that's, yeah.
Because I'm out here, so I can have a conversation with anybody. Mm-hmm. And from the most aggressive person to the most mild-mannered person. And the aggressive people that want to see some type of change, mm-hmm. just don't know no better. We just know, I don't want somebody being mad at my son because he come from another neighborhood. But that's all he know. He don't know nothing else, right? But he real aggressive, and he'd be good in a fight or a war or some situation like that. He real good there, but he's not good nowhere else. So you figure that you got to tell him, you got to give him a little more knowledge that'll calm him to teach the next generation.
Okay.
Then you got the people that's real intellectual. The OG with the TV on the floor and shit.
Okay.
You hella smart.
The TV on the floor.
But I'm giving you a ride. You feel me? So there's that problem. Then you got the people that don't know nothing about nothing. They just ignorant to be for ignorance sake, which is, everybody got them section of people that ain't who we talking about or what we talking about. But that's the big majority always. That's always going to be the majority because ignorance is bliss.
Right.
Then you got our people that's born to be leaders that don't want the power or the responsibility of being a leader. We got a lot of people that if I said their name, you would vote for if they ran for office. They not gonna run though. So
well, this is again. So okay, keep going. I'm gonna let you keep going.
Just different dimensions of why we got problems. The problem that we have is we have a lot of pieces. So I can name a couple of people that's real intellectual that ain't got no money. I can name a couple of people that are real influential but don't want the responsibility or want to deal with the system. You can name a bunch of people that got a bunch of money but not intellectually smart. But the only thing that would have brought them people together is a culture. We don't have a culture. We don't have a set of rules that brings us together nowhere at all. We always, unless it's a threat, like in prison. The only place black people are together in is in prison. That's it.
Wow.
And most of the time, that's only during the fight. So therein lies why it's going to take at least another 30 at best. Because the little ones that we teach go have to grow up to understand that and then put some rules together. We're going to have to put some rules together now for them to even follow that goes, this person is not a threat to you. They can be a friend or an ally that helps you in the future. By the time you get 30, you ain't looking for resources because you got them.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop you there. Put some hot sauce on it, True.
Well, what you just described is exactly what needs to happen. All those pieces that you described all need to come together. A lot of times, the rules that we do have in place, there's always either one person or a small percentage of those who violate them on a consistent basis. And the thing is, we don't handle them like we need to. We don't check them like we need to. And then all of a sudden, here comes some outsider who can come in or get one of them to infiltrate and bring chaos and destruction. And then it all falls apart and you have to start over again. And I think people get to the point where they get tired of trying to start over. But a lot of those people who are tired need to get out of the way. A lot of times they still try to run interference when we're trying to really figure out how to get together. It might not happen as a whole. It's going to have to happen in small groups. And everybody has to get on the same page to where most of us can agree on most things, and we need to operate from there.
Okay.
Two points.
Yes, sir.
2 points come to mind. If I can.
Yep, that's why I was about to put you in there, man. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna start with this, brother Jeff. I'm gonna say simplify, right? So with that being said, you and I know that huge organizations, right? Don't ever work in a way of where they trying to get everybody together just for the sake of being together. That huge organizations for instance, they use people for their talents. They use them as assets, and then the people at the top that's making the decisions play those pieces. So I've never seen a huge successful organization, and we say the Marine Corps, for example, or the United States military, that works in such a way where they're trying to get everybody in a unified mindset beyond the uniforms that they wearing or the esprit, the morale in each individual division or corps.
Yeah, the esprit de corps.
Right. They still fighting amongst each other. Now we know that to be true, but we know that the United States military goes around the world kicking everybody's ass. Right. But we do know that inside they fight. There's politics, there's internal politics. So the focus, when you focus on the divisions first, you never going to get there, right? Now let me explain something to you about cultural capital, right? Because we tend to look at it like from a Karinga standpoint or a Black Power standpoint when we say culture, right? I'm gonna tell you something funny, right? If you look at, I've seen anybody here or in the room that's a sci-fi fan, right?
Mildly
now,
me.
All right, so in less than 10, 15, 20 years, sometimes 5 years, right? A sci-fi concept will come into play, and there'll be a whole culture developed out in that sci-fi concept down to language.
Star
I'm
Trek,
talking about
Star
you got a Klingon language.
Yeah.
You got all the Star Wars characters got fully functional language. You want to take it back?
Jar Jar Binks.
Take it back to Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
Full languages, elven languages, dwarf full complete languages and cultures that have been developed out that people are following, right? So that's culture. Now, and that's happened in a short amount of time, a very short amount of time. So maybe we're looking in the wrong place for the examples of how to put together culture in an efficient and quick manner. The other thing I want to say about culture is that you take a lot of these situations that's happening right now with the transgender issue, the homosexual issues. They was underground 10, 20 years ago. They couldn't show their face.
Right.
And now they run in the world. That's culture. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is it doesn't necessarily have to take that long. It's all dependent on the people's determination and how gung-ho the people involved with developing it out, you know what I'm saying, are
how much they wanted to happen.
And how much they wanted to happen. Because if you can make it happen in this imaginary world and it becomes something that's actually in the external world, that's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? It's something that can be put into play fairly quickly, but we always looking at it. We look at it like Malcolm X. Okay, he failed. This person that came trying to bring culture, they failed. But we don't look at it in the right places. We're not looking at what cultural capital. They are building capital with these cultures too. That's why I bring them up. These are multi-million-dollar cultures that I'm speaking on.
Sure. Okay, I gotta stop you there. I gotta stop you there, brother. Sit tight on that thought. I want to bring in Brother Daryl. How you doing, man? Welcome to Giraffe Balls. Peace to the ball.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Uncle Jeff? What's up, brothers?
How are you, man?
I'm representing for Chicago South Side. I'm representing for you. But I just Morgan Park Wild Hunteds. But anyway, right. Yeah, I'm at the gig right now. I work at the hotel, but this really captivated me, this conversation, and it reminded me of that brother that came on Zoe's show, that Muslim brother, he smart brother, and he gave the analogy that everybody is fighting for streets we don't own, and he gave the example, like he took some young men from LA that was from the streets, and they were saying, okay, if these are your streets, why don't you own them? He took them to Chinatown, whatever streets, whatever town that is in that city. So I'm like, wow, I never thought about it like this. Everybody fighting for streets that they don't own, and we have to have ownership embedded in our DNA. So by doing that, we have to get educated. We have to be, we have to know more than just what we see outside. We got to go next door, across town, in the suburbs, in the next state, whatever. I'm an engineer, and I didn't know none of the stuff that I've been an engineer for like 4 years now. And the more you know,
which type? Hold on, brother. Which type of engineer?
A stationary engineer.
A stationary. Okay. Now, and I hate to cut you off. But when the shit hits the fan, that shit is going to be invaluable to those around you. Daryl, you got to find nine more valuable brothers like you. Valuable. And I mean that nigga that's nice with them things. That nigga that's nice with them guns. That nigga that's that knows how to get around under the city, knows math, knows whatever, and y'all start.
Exactly. Hey, Unc, I'm 100,000% with you. We have to be exposed to stuff that the man keeps us from. But we can't even argue that because nowadays we have YouTube. I'm on YouTube now with you, so there's no excuses of not knowing. But we have to know somebody that can elevate us to go through those channels. And brother, Unc, I respect you wholeheartedly. I have people in the military. Y'all are forward thinking. I never knew that. Well, I knew that, but I didn't know that. Y'all are forward thinking, and much respect to everybody out in the military, retired or otherwise. And I just want to say, trying to do everything I can. I turned 44 this year. I'm an old head. They call me the old head, and I'm the oldest in my job. So I gotta have the mindset that you did. You sparked some. You sparked something in my head. I encountered the
Oh shit. Your shit is fucked up. So I'm gonna bring you out, and then you come back in when you unfuck your shit. Brother Daryl, thank you. You represent the brother True. Brother Bruce. Yeah, bring back. Sometimes all you gotta do. You cats represent exactly what I'm discussing. There are people that Jedi Bruce gonna get, that True can get, that Spliffs can get, that you can get. It's not gonna fuck with me. I'm too old. There's a way you can speak directly to them.
Reach one, teach one.
Yes, sir. And what Brother Johnny West put in here, every white person ain't together. Why do we feel like we gotta save every nigga, everybody? Johnny West ain't gonna make it. It's not that I want to keep this circle small as much as I want to keep it dynamic, as much as I want to keep it powerful, as much as I want to keep it forward thinking and not afraid of the metaphysical and trying to graduate itself towards the Tesseract. Were you here for the Tesseract teaching, Daryl?
Yep. And I always say this, Jeff. Most haters are undercover lovers.
Most who?
Haters.
Haters? Okay. Well, let's not, we can't focus on them. We can't focus on them, Daryl. You slow down. Where your focus cannot be on them.
You just gotta love and respect. That's all.
No. You have far more to do. Sit tight. The tipping point of any movement is not everybody. It's the few. It's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers right in my beloved city, bruh. I grew up on 60th and Damon. I love.
Okay.
That's what I be trying to tell niggas that run their mouth on me, niggas that don't. Yo, you don't understand. The city I grew up on, 6023 South Damon, is one of the worst zip codes in the country.
Much respect just on that alone, but then
my point is this here. You can't focus on one, and this is not to say that you do. These are common complaints I hear. Every time we do something, they blow it up. That's war, nigga. Number two.
If it ain't war, I don't know what you're talking about.
We can't get people to get together to do shit. Not true. It's people in this room. I don't have 80,000 viewers. I don't have 1,200 people in my rooms yet.
Yeah.
That is because this is core wisdom that I'm not the only one that dispenses.
You as good as your weakest link.
Brother, and I got Truden broke brains open, Bruce broke brains open, Split just got here, he broke some, but he gonna start. This is what this is about, brother. You've got to find the brothers that think like you. Find them actively. The next time you talk to me, okay,
yes, sir.
Bruce's number's at 3. What's the time now? I'm just trying to grow that number. Bruce does his homework. I give Bruce homework, he gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
You have got to grow. Like that, Hinty. The few, the proud, the unapologetic revolutionary tesseracts.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what we gotta be, bruh. You've got to be the light, bruh. And I'm not gonna bust on y'all because y'all are all kind of team light skin. Y'all are the lights. You're it.
Yes, sir.
Around the way.
Yes, sir.
Old head. You know why they call you old head? Because they know they can come to you for wisdom, which I'm saying. If you got any Beijing in this, let it go.
Oh, nah, it's all great. It's some right there.
Yes, that's your light, bruh. That's your light. That's your beacon. Come get this wisdom.
I'm letting it out.
Let it out.
Dumb.
Let it out. Keep it fly, but let it out.
Yes, sir.
So.
Yes, sir. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to be held accountable. So if I don't do my part, it's on me. It ain't on none of y'all. It's on me.
Right. Well, get your cats together on that. This is forming intelligentsia with people that are available. Wow. That's what I'm saying. This beats what I'm talking about right now beats the ugly shit out of voting. Beats the shit out of voting.
I was at Washington Park. This dude, and Washington Park, he said, bruh, the more we come together, can't nobody put us under. And I started thinking about that. I'm like, okay, damn, okay, I feel you.
Okay, yeah,
the tighter your circle is, can't nobody get through that force field. You can come under, you can come over, but you can't come directly at us.
Okay, now I'm gonna need you to hold that thought. Because I don't know if it's where you at or you at the end of your data plan, but you sound like you're going around on the dark side of the moon right now. Let's see what we got. The Hebrew March. Hebrews got the right idea. I'm gonna open the floor. Let me unmute your mic, Daryl, and then Brother Bruce, what is it that you know about the Hebrew March? Do you know anything about that?
Look, man, I don't know if you checked out Brother Shaka at most. You said you had homework, so I don't know if you got to check the brother out. But
I did. Yeah.
I was watching it earlier.
And it's cute. It's cute, I guess. You know what I mean? Like I don't do something about it. Like I feel like if this is war, then demos is supposed to be put down. And the way y'all getting down, that's cool. It's cute. You know what I mean? Like it's
right. It's almost like a any other army that marches.
Yeah,
armies don't march and fight at the same time.
Because if somebody would have dispersed you, y'all would have dispersed. It's as simple as that. Like it's not. That's why shit like that don't bother me none. Like that's cool. It's cute.
Okay. And I'm gonna have to co-sign that in that.
He's okay.
Other than whose life am I hearing? I hear somebody's life. If I can hear anything from you that is not to me, it has to stop, or I got to mute you because I can't edit this shit. What you just said puts me in this position. I do not think, from a violence standpoint, that black people are in any position to be on the offensive ever. We're not there yet.
No, we don't have enough equipment.
We are so outnumbered. We don't have to be now.
I got something for that.
From the defensive position, you fucking right. From this day forward, you don't kill one of us in front of us. You don't put your hands on no sister. Not in front of us. I don't care what kind of horrible ass tramp she is.
Come on, man. Can't be saving the hoes. Come on. If she got a fro, I'll help her. If she got a fro, I'll help her. If she got hella long weave, I'm not helping. If I see long weave and Edward Scissors hands, you know what you came outside to do. That ain't got nothing to do with black. That's just you want some other.
Okay.
Like when this is my problem with stuff like that. When you say stuff like that, or when any man says stuff like that, I'd be like, you got to put certain people in place. Like when everybody was mad that Megan Thee Stallion got shot by her dude or whatever, right?
Not at all.
Supposedly, but was, you feel me? I'm like, so we gonna save her like she Jill Scott or Erykah Badu or some shit? Like this is a whore. Like that's all you know about her. You don't know nothing else about her. She's a whore.
That and wet ass.
This ain't a sister. This is a whore. You ain't never seen her fro. Not never. She is not.
This didn't happen to NDRE.
Nigga, like what are you talking about right now? Like separate mine from yours. Like stop playing like that. Like didn't Umar and Dewan just got caught up calling a girl that was a dude a girl, a beautiful sister and shit. Like come on, let's knock it off. Like come on, we didn't have some real ones, and I feel like you disrespect the real ones when you incorporate everybody. Like nah, everybody ain't this.
Let me speak.
Everybody ate this.
Okay, go ahead, Split, hit it.
If you judging it from what your eyes see and what your eyes perceive on this level, you could be misjudging it. It's a lot of spooks that sat behind the door. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's just real. So like if you judging it just from that angle, you're gonna always go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of them that got afros that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of them that got wigs and weaves on. That's supreme revolutionary mindset. You know what I'm saying? They just doing the work. They just putting in work on the level that they put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You see, he said a key thing. He said that we can't work from an offensive level. We have to work from a defensive level. So don't you think that there have been people working from a defensive level all of these years? You wouldn't know half of what you know if it wasn't people on the inside dropping jewels. You know what I'm saying? That's just real.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. All I'm saying is when you initiated and you doing what you're doing, that you know your opposites. You feel me? Like you know people that are
initiated in what though? Initiated in what? In the English language?
Nah, initiated like you got experience in whatever war you fighting. So a Bloods know a Crip. I don't care where I go. I know a Crip when I see one. Period. He ain't never got to be wearing blue at all whatsoever.
Sit tight, Spliff. Go ahead, finish.
He ain't got to wear blue not a day I ever see him. I know as soon as I see a Crip, I know a Crip when I see a Crip. Period. He know a Blood when he see a Blood. I ain't got to be wearing no red.
Both read the jump.
Because we've been doing this. So when I see a female, so when I go out, like I said, when I go out and I see a girl that wants to dance, but she won't show her ass to the crowd and she keep her body up against the wall, no matter what she look like, I know etiquette. I know respect, self-respect. You feel me? I know a girl that ain't getting belligerently drunk when her friends is, she watches. I know who the watcher is. You know what I mean? Like you know certain things. Now there are going to be few people that like to help behind closed doors, but that's few. They ain't the people getting jumped, you know what I'm saying, by white people though. That's not that girl, because she got respect enough not to even say nothing, look for a man and be like, you see this nigga getting at me you see this white boy getting at me like that? Y'all not gonna do nothing? Like that female I'll help. I'm not helping the one that's yelling back and forth with him like she's a man too. And then go, as soon as she get hit, she gonna get to crying and all that other stuff. Nah, you know, feel me? Like it's the initiation that you understand. So there is a difference between what you saying and what I'm saying. I'm just saying you can tell the difference when you initiate it and stuff like that.
Now I'm gonna stop. Now, Spliffs, I want you to respond to that, but I need to put it here. Okay.
All right.
If I had a military unit put together, to make up of the people who come in here with now spliffs, the 2 people I would lock in a room with food and provisions for 2 weeks would be spliffs and goddamn Bruce. I would put you 2 together and have Bruce and spliffs sharpen one another's swords for this reason. What Bruce just spit out, and people keep not hearing me, we already have an army of soldiers. Watch the Warriors. We already have an army. They're just turned in the wrong direction.
Pretty much.
And we need soldiers who can read the jungle. That's what you just heard. That, to me, is cultural capital. It's just being misused. Spliffs, hit all that in the face.
All right, so check it. I was mentioning the capitals and intellectual capital. When you see those capitals listed, you're gonna always see intellectual capital as that first capital, right?
Mm-hmm.
We tend to lack in that intellectual capital because we just focus it in what's the word they like to use? Parochial. I don't know if people are familiar with that word. That just means local levels. We tend to operate on local levels, right? Let me give you a quick observation of something. You know, I live in Central America. I'm talking to y'all from Belize, Central America right now. So if we take what works on a parochial level in LA and try to apply it here to Central America, you'll be all fucked up. And excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But you'll be all messed up. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go back to fucked up. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Right,
Now,
all right.
now talk about what you mean
Right.
by what you couldn't put, what couldn't be.
So there's a word called subterfuge, right?
Yeah.
And all that is throwing a grenade on the pattern that you relegate yourself to. You get what I'm saying? This is how intelligence works. You know, anything that you come on this channel right now and saying, this is your way, there's analysts analyzing that and creating a system of subterfuge that'll disturb people like you.
Right.
One, and I'm not an argumentative brother. I'm just telling you the facts of how things work on other levels. So let me go back to explaining why a lot of that won't work in Central America and other places around the world. Okay. Because you have sisters, I'm a darkly complected brother. You have sisters as dark as me with long, straight, wavy hair down here. And what I've noticed in the States, when them sisters get up in the States, everybody think they got a weave on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody think that there's something that they're not. They're putting them into a category. We call that stereotypes. Stereotypes are ruled by the man. It's not ruled by you. That's why that question I asked you earlier, I asked you a specific question. When you said what you said, I said, initiated in what? I said the English language. And we kept on moving beyond that, but we can't. We gotta roll back. We gotta hit reverse on that. Because any initiation that you have received or conducted in the English language, in the intelligence of your enemy, is an initiation into his world. See, you think it's into greater mysteries and greater knowledge, but that ain't how it works. You know, I'm a traveling man. You know what I'm saying? And I know for every bullshit thing that I read in the book, when you get to the place, it's subterfuge to keep you from leaving your parochial place and going and really making the connections. You understand? For your own self. So that's all I want to say. You know, I'm saying this as a travel man. I'm saying this as a older brother. I'm saying that's the way, that's the nature of subterfuge. They make you think. That's the matrix. It makes you think you know what's going on, but you know very little. You get what I'm saying? And that's where we lacking. We lacking that intellectual capital because we relegate all of our intellectual knowledge to just the little places, the little fish bowls that we floating in. And that's the problem. Now, every man that got away, every trickster, you hear about the Malcolm X's that died. You hear about this one that died, but you start doing your research into the ones that got away, the ones that beat the system. Frank Matthews, you know what I'm saying? FBI most wanted, they never found him. Robbie F. Williams, civil rights activist, wrote the book Negroes with Guns. You know, they tried to execute him and he ran to Cuba and then ended up in China, then ended up in Tanzania, then ended back in the United States, fought his case and died an old gray-haired white man, old white-haired man. See, these are, you gotta tap into these tricksters, the winners, not the losers. You know what I'm saying? And when you tap into them, you're gonna see that their doctrines are based on completely different mentalities, even completely different than the average revolutionary mindset that they're teaching or that they're passing along in the United States. You know what I'm saying? They're tricking the systems to win. They're not trying to be in the system and judge things from inside the systems in the man's voice, in the man's language, in the man's reasoning. You understand? See, true revolutionaries, they hijack planes going to Algeria. You understand? You need to do your research. That's for real. How did they get into that? What kind of networks did they have to be able to do that we don't have now? You know what I'm saying? And that leads you on to the rules. The rules is edict and dictation, education. And that's even the shit that you buy from Amazon that you think is dropping you. That's just to motivate you to get your ass out there to go see what's going on. When you get out there and see what's really going on, you're going to see it's a whole different game plan. It's a whole different thing going on.
Okay,
Don't go.
I agree with everything you say, Spliff. But here's the thing. This the only 2% I don't agree with. Or we did. I should address anyway. I ain't gonna say disagree with. We didn't talk about it this way.
Yeah, it ain't no disagreement.
Right. I'm from where I'm from. So if you come out here, well, let me ask you this. Do you believe that in Belize there are useless people? That they're just gonna have no place. They don't believe in revolution. They're not gonna help. They just useless.
One thing is I don't operate on belief, but what I have seen in almost I'm pushing 60, right? So what I have seen in life is that some of the worst low down dirty scoundrels I ever met in my life is redeemable human beings that have redeemable qualities and can make the surprising decisions when they on the verge of their own martyrdom. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the people that I would have thought was the most sellouts did the most hero-fied things that I've ever witnessed in my life on the verge of going out. You know what I'm saying? So like I do understand what you're saying, my brother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking to the mentality that we got to get into, because if we talking about intelligence is not in playing that multi-dimensional chess game. You can't do that on limited intelligence. Now what happens is the team from, like, so say it was the military, the team in LA, the team in DC, the team here, they're feeding all of that information to a core analytical structure that's taking all of that, and they have a 360-degree view of everything that's going on. And that's what we missing the point. That's what we got to graduate to.
Well, that's what I was getting to.
Because you can't fall back if shit hit the fan for you there. If you don't know me and don't know what I know on the ground here,
right?
Where you gonna fall back
to get to? That's exactly what I was about to get to. I was about to say, when you come out here, I can show you where our teachings are going to be useless, so we don't involve ourselves with them people. If I come out there, I'm pretty sure vice versa. Hey, look, these people over here don't really care about moving forward right now. Like, that's what I was about to get to. So, like, I understand you saying, well, out here, what I'm speaking on is out here, I can show you a group of people that we can speak all the knowledge we can, all the knowledge we know, and they don't care about none of that. They're not going to care about none of it. And I'm sure you can take me somewhere out there where they're not gonna care. They comfortable in what they doing, and their ignorance is they bliss, and they don't want the responsibility of the
Yeah,
knowledge.
but that doesn't weigh as much as you think it does. It doesn't weigh on the overall scheme of things as you think it does. That's individual capital is your individual capital. So they'll have their individual capital. They got their own individual worth. They got their own individual capital. So what I'm saying is that this is a holistic thing, you know. So yeah, break it down. But what I'm saying is the purpose of you breaking it down is to understand it so you can get the fuck up out of it. Not stay in it. I'm talking about if you growing, if you progressing.
Right.
The progress is not to just stay up in it. The progress is to go to the next level where you forget all about what the fuck was going on that level. That's how it works.
Let me slow you both down. Let me slow you both down.
You never want to forget.
Hold down. Hold tight, Brother Bruce. I got you. This falls under the category, and I love where you both went, of how I say we are supposed to discuss with one another. Oh yeah, Kels, this might be above your pay grade, but I need you to sit still because this is exactly what you need to hear. This is sharpening a metaphysical swords on the next level up. That's why you think I brought Spliffs in here on this next level up shit. Where Bruce is not wrong. Spliffs is not wrong. Because what has been done to us is so fucked up that all they are doing is looking at the same problem through different lenses. I think what to summarize, Bruce, I'm gonna let you, and I want you to jump back in here. To summarize what Spliffs is saying is when you
don't judge it too early.
Oh yes, when you get on a higher level of plane of thinking, you are to gather unto you from everywhere without judging. What Bruce is saying is, look here, I done the gathering. I know these niggas. I went to 7th grade when I was, you see that nigga right there? That nigga right there stole his mama's jewelry and helped her look for it. I know these niggas around here. These ain't no niggas and some of them ain't shit. And they legitimately ain't shit. What I'm saying is that both of you are correct because there are some who may appear to be A and are actually B. That does not negate the fact that a bunch of A's can be found there and a bunch of B's can be found here. And what Bruce is saying is I can tell you where the A's be at and I can tell you where the B's be at. Now, I ain't going to tell you all over here in B's is B's and all over here in A's is A's. And then what Spliffs is saying is, look here, as we gather among the A's and B's, let your spirit energy and let their wisdom energy determine, regardless to where they're from, where they should be. Am I right, fellas?
And let me solidify what you're saying because you said that perfectly. That was excellent. Now let me give you the experience on why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yes,
sir. Go right ahead.
So that the brother understands that I know who the fuck he talking about. Because see, I don't know if y'all know, do your research, but a lot of the most let's say the most don't give a fuck, scallywag, whatever you want to call them, when they get deported back to Belize, Fruittown, Crips, MS-13.
Wow.
You know, so what I'm telling you is I know them brothers. I run with them. I trained them to be rangers out here in the rainforest of Belize. You know, I've taken them through programs of where I've taken what they are. I'm talking about that real shit that they are, and harness it to work against our enemies. you know what I'm saying, in border skirmishes with Guatemala and so on and so forth. Everybody got a place. Everybody got a face.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the fact that the environs, just kind of knowing, that's dope, drivers. That's another dope ass dude. The people who are, like Kel said, you only get deported to Belize if you are from there. Is that correct?
Say again?
You only get imported to Belize if you are from there. Is that correct?
Yeah, like if you're from here or next door to El Salvador.
Right. And it's a it's a pile of Belizean horrible motherfuckers that get deported back to where you are, and you convert their thinking. I must submit to you, because we have seen your get down. And when I tell you Spliff's Get Down is on the front line, he's for real with it. Brother, that's an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's an advantage. Your ability to pull them out of this, out of the urban concrete that Bruce is telling you that he knows the elephant shit there. He knows the elephant shit from the cow shit. He knows what he's talking about in that. It is it's a bit more uphill to take a dude in that to where you are from where you are.
Well, this is not necessarily a debate. This is me introducing another angle to him now that he knows about it. You understand? Now he knows about it.
Sure.
You know, so that's the
I
purpose.
feel like this. I feel like general, we all, if it's an army, if we speaking like that, you a general, you run your platoon how you feel. As long as it's working and y'all conquering and y'all doing what y'all supposed to do, I ain't got no say so on who on your squad. But the nigga from Private Ryan that wasn't giving us the bullets can't be with me. I don't care that he saved the nigga at the end of the movie. I don't care that he saved and shot the last dude. Nigga, you was in the corner hiding and crying with all the ammo.
Yeah, that's fear. That's fear.
Yeah. But I'm just saying,
let me speak to
I
that.
don't want him. Like I'm not trading him. He's not part of my platoon if I know anything about that in you at all whatsoever. You might die trying to come over here.
Let me speak to that. Let me speak to that because brother Jeff may have a huge insight to that. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
You green till you mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done seen some green beans turn into some straight beasts.
Yeah, killers. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just what I'm just saying to you is reserve, like be swift, be sharp, but reserve your judgment a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta stop you there, Swift. Please let me stop you there.
Yeah.
Because this is why the tip of the sword is the most dangerous part. You and Bruce, like I said, God damn it, I would love to be in one city with the both of you motherfuckers, because I would lock you in a room. Because I get Bruce's warrior class.
I get it.
Yes, we get Bruce's warrior class. It's just that you and I are senior to him and look at things, because Spliss is a fellow prior service Marine.
Mm-hmm.
I see you both. Spliffs is the OIC. You're the drill instructor.
Mm-hmm.
The drill instructor is not fucking having it. I'm not having it. I'm not, no, even better. You out on the field pointing where we going. You want to get blood on your sword. You need to know that the men behind you are coming with their boots laced up. And I get that. What Spliffs is saying is that I can take you to dude that used to do this when you do that and turn him into fucking stone. And I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen fat fucks from Nebraska, just like Full Metal Jacket. I saw that shit happen. I was in boot camp with it. There were edges that were trimmed off of me. My temper, well, to a degree, was trimmed off of me in boot camp because this motherfucking white boy standing here in my face with this hot mouth. Dude, I want to throw these hands so bad. I don't care how it turns out. I don't care how it turns out. You ain't finna talk to me like that. Was where I was. Had I done that, I would have thrown away a world of experience. Mm-hmm. I would never have gotten to Okinawa or the Philippines or jumped out of a plane or shot a 50 cal or knew I was a pistol expert or a rifle expert or got to work on helicopters or any of that shit. I never would have got to do that if I'd have let these go right then when I was feeling it. And I had to have that honed off. Others need to have honed off what it is you're afraid of. That's what an obstacle course is for. Because the obstacle course for your first time, when you look at it, looks fucking impossible. It looks, how? I'm only 5'8". When I put my hand up here, I can't touch that log, but I need to get there. How do I do it? I can't. I don't know how to get down this structure, and all there is a fucking rope. I do what now? And I can stop myself in the center, and I can come fast and stop like that, or I can go face down and stop with a weapon. I didn't know how to do that. It was impossible to me.
That's the whole point for the repetition, because the repetition gets you beyond the point of hesitation. There's a lot of people that hesitate, but once they get into the repetition and they smooth with their moves and they been in the situation enough times, they totally different.
Totally different animals, bro. Totally
outstanding individuals at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I say this to say that the place in this movement is for both of you. Right now, Bruce is a young sergeant, young lieutenant. Bruce is a young lieutenant talking to a couple of lieutenant colonels, talking to a couple of lieutenant colonels. And I see you both, and it is possible to agree with you both that, bruh, we don't need no pussy asses right now.
Mm-mm.
But the truth is, you'd be shocked at who the pussies really are. And with that, I kick all of you the fuck out of the room, because I'll be here again for 4 hours dealing with you dope ass Negroes. I can only thank you. I can only thank again, Bruce. I'm gonna link you with Spliffs, man. Y'all need to link. Y'all need to see each other. Y'all need to bounce ideas and thoughts off one another. I strongly suggest, Bruce, that you get my man's shit, because bruh man is a deep brother. I'm gonna bring. I think you should be on the radio, the radio joint with us. But at any rate, here's what I think today's show is about. To me, today's show again was about true, not independence, interdependence. We have to be interdependent upon one another, and we need to know immediately who's bullshitting us. Out the gate, we gotta know who the bullshitters are. Matter of fact, yes, Spliff, I might unmute yourself. Let people know where to get you, man. Let people know where to holler at you. So that we can so that we
check.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Let them, yes, sir. Speaking of which, give everybody your information. Put your information in the chat so I can put that in the banners.
Okay.
Yeah, let them know.
Well, they can link up to us over at Spliffs and Mischief Godcast Network. Just type Spliffs, SPLIFFS, the letter N, and the word mischief, and you're gonna come to us. If you see the man jumping out of the plane, we got a fundraiser going on with a lot of the ex-veterans that I moved with, where we doing a mile high mischief challenge, and we jumping out of planes raising funds for the turkeys and toys. In the United States and Washington, D.C., New Jersey, different areas along the East Coast. So just check us out. That's the Spliffs, SPLIFFS, the letter N, and the word mischief, Godcast Network. And,
my man. My man. All right, people. All that said, look for who's on your side. These motherfuckers that's out here supposedly running for office, if you ask me, ain't. They think they are until they get in with them piranhas. Vote for who put black first. If they don't, fuck them. Stay high in thought. Stay high in deed. Guide your ignorance to your wisdom. Pull out of the gravity of the stupid. Sisters, find your peace. Brothers, find your majesty. It's your Uncle Jeff. I'm out.